Some people right here. There you go. Eradicated. So, you may be wondering, what gun did I use over there? This is not my usual F-55 from Gemini, and you are right, this was a Klaus and Werner Gallant energy rifle, and I'm going to show you where to get that gun here. The only place in the verse where you can actually get that amazing rifle that is very accurate, requires very few shots to kill a player. It's a little bit pricey there. Anyway, people of the verse, hello and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and today I will take you to CRU-L5, which, as you can see, is not easy to go. At many points here, you will see on your UI that it is obstructed. It is probably a bug, so to go to CRU-L5, you must go to Delamar first, and then upon reaching Delamar, that is when you will be able to get access to CRU-L5. CRU-L5 is of course a Lagrange point of planet Crusader, and at this Lagrange point you will be able to find a rest stop. Of course, there are quite a lot of rest stops around the verse, and you would say that they are looking quite similar. Their interiors are similar, but not all of them feature the same thing, and that's exactly why we are going to go to this one here, which is the closest to Levski. It's about 3 million kilometers, as we are going to get to see. So as soon as you get to Delamar here, which is where Levski is located, this is where you get access to Crusader L5, which I think is weird. I think it should be accessible from pretty much everywhere unless it is blockaded or blocked by the sun, but it's not the case. So this is a bug that the devs are aware of. It was supposed to have been fixed in a previous patch, but apparently it is still a bug that is happening right now in Star Citizen Alpha 3.10, which is, well, bug ridden, right? That's the reason why in my review that was here put on this channel yesterday, I gave it a 4.5 out of 10. Definitely not the best patch out there. And so here we go, we are getting to the Lagrange point, which is where you have a lot of these asteroids and also space stations here trapped within the gravitational well of planet Crusader. And so we are going to go there. Beautiful Glen Station it is called, and it features some very unique, I would say, facilities. So I'm going to show you exactly what's in there once we get a landing. So you're going to see that it is also not a big station. It is not as big as Crusader 1 or some of the other rest stops that you find above planets. It is maybe what is the closest to some of the old legacy stations that we had, I think, back in Star Citizen Alpha 3.4, if I am correct. So let's make our way in there. It has a hangar, just like you know, the hangars that you would find at some of the other landing zones. So gonna have to be a little bit careful. Let's turn on the lights here to see how far exactly I am, and I think that we're good here. Why am I using a Starfarer? That's because right now you don't really have a lot of options if you want to use a fast ship in Quantum Drive. You can either use a Caterpillar or a Starfarer. Well, my Caterpillar had to be reclaimed, so that's why I'm using the Starfarer. Alright, you can see now that there are no indicators that tell you in which hangar you are located. So that is one of the bad things here about those rest stops, is that we still have the legacy system. The interior kind of also looks like the old interior, at least here when you arrive at the area where you have the ASUP terminal. By the way, first thing that you have to do, if you have several ships like this, try to make sure that your ships are always claimed, so that if you claim your ship, if they are located somewhere else, then when the claim is finished, the status, you know, there, see there's a countdown there. When the countdown is over, then you can get your ship back and they're accessible wherever you are. So that is a little trick that you should always remember. So here we are. Here there are two possible ways to go. We are going to go this way first, guys, and I want to show you where the hubs are located. It's a very it's a tiny little area. There's the beautiful window. Each of these rest stops have a window. I'm going to show you what's over there. Here on the top, there is basically nothing, just a place where you can enjoy a coffee if you want to buy a coffee. I don't think there is actually coffee available here. One day. one day the Genesis Starliner. I had to melt the Starliner. It's a shame. I hope that it will be available to us sooner or later. Anyway, this is where you have the easy hab. That's where you'll respawn eventually if you land here. And just in front of it, you have the lockers here. And what do we have here? This is where you have the no questions asked terminal. You can see no questions asked. They are not selling anything here, but as you can see here, selecting any ship, cannot buy anything. But if you do have some questionable cargo in your cargo hold, this is where you will be able to get rid of them. Now, prices usually tend to be a little bit lower than what you would have at, for example, Grimex, but at least it's another option if you don't want to go to Grimex. Now, the thing is that, of course, those areas, drug trading is kind of dead. I mean, it's been like this for a couple of patches, unfortunately. So it's not really viable to buy an entire haul of Slam or Widow, unfortunately. But let's say you want to be here for a couple of days because you want to do claim jumping missions, then yeah, why not selling them from time to time. This is the main hub where you have the noodle bar that you can buy, but this is what we came here. There is a live fire weapons shop. And this is where you want to go because this shop, ladies and gentlemen, is selling something absolutely unique that you can't find anywhere else in the verse. It's not the sniper rifle. It is going to be, there you go, there is my baby right here, the Gallant Energy Rifle, which used to be available at Port Olisar in the past. For some reason, they decided to nerf some of the shops that are more accessible to people, but it is available here nevertheless, and we are going to buy quite a few, simply because it's the only place in the verse right now where you can buy the Gallant Energy Rifles. So there's a little pretty bit pricey here. That one unit here will cost you 4,776 alpha UEC. So we're not gonna buy 100. That's a little bit overkill, but probably 10 should do until maybe the next patch or the next web. So we're gonna buy, I would say 20 or 10. 20 is, if I buy 20, it's almost 100,000 alpha UEC. That is a lot of money. So let's go for about 10 of them. 10 of them should be good. And even without any of the attachment, this is a really good gun that can be used very easily without any attachment. But some of the attachments make it even better. So that's what we are going to get. First, I'm getting some ammos here. Very important to get some ammos. I try to get, because I do a lot of FPS combat, so I tend to run out of ammos very quickly. So depending on how much you are doing FPS combat or not, I suggest that you should obviously buy according to your needs and your budget. As you can see, I have several millions of UEC, so buying 100 magazines of certain types of weapons is not really an issue for me. But if you are more into the if your budget is a little bit tighter, yeah, you don't have to go for 110. Should be good enough, I think. Getting there you go, 100 here should also be okay. Confirm. And you know, since we're not really having wipes anymore until probably 4.0, I don't know when there's going to be the next wipe. But since also our inventories are being kept, it's also a good idea to buy a lot of ammo so that you don't need to do this kind of shopping in the future. Because let's face it, guys, it's also a little bit of a waste of time, right? The time that you are spending doing shopping is time that you are not spending making money in the verse. So I'm buying a suppressor here. The suppressor is going to keep the gun a little bit more stable. I also bought a visor here, which is improving my sight by 2, and we'll be equipping these to the gun a little bit later, further down the line. All right, some really good shopping here at this gun shop, but that is not all, guys. It is not the only shop that is available at CRU-L5. I want to show you one more thing. They also have a gun shop, a ship gun shop, which is amazing. Look at this beautiful, massive cannon here from Bering. There's also some kind of piece of, it looks like a piece of music. Can't click on it, unfortunately. But let's have a look at what is available here, guys. And this is going to show you that you don't necessarily have to go to Microtech or to R-Corp if you want to find some of the most impressive weapons here. They do have the Mass Driver weapon here, which is the one with the placeholder on top. They have some of those amazing bearing repeaters, size 2, and especially you're going to see that they have, oh my goodness, they also have the M6A cannon, and they have the NB30 repeaters, which are the guns that I am using on my Cutlass Red, and I am also going to buy 4 of them. I will be using them on my Cutlass Black as well. These are guns that I really enjoy firing. Basically, these are the guns that do the most damage per second. So these are the most powerful guns. Fixed weapons here for the Cutlass Black, but very useful and very dangerous indeed. So that's pretty much it. There aren't many trade opportunities here at CRU-L5. Nevertheless, you can still be buying some scrap, which is what we are doing right here. The scrap is at a base price of 136 alpha UEC per unit, so we're buying a full load here for the Starfarer. The Caterpillar is not back yet from the timer, so we'll be doing trade with the Starfarer, and we'll pretty much be going on our way after that. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope that this video opened some new perspectives for you in the verse. Yeah, this is kind of like the forgotten rest stop in the verse, because we don't really have much to do on Levski's. Missions don't take us there anymore. Trading is not fantastic either, so there aren't really a lot of reasons to go to Levski, except if you want to do maybe some shopping, perhaps, or maybe want to do the Rico Battaglia missions, but that's pretty much it. So it's kind of a low traffic area, which is a shame, because it perhaps features some of the best shopping you have in the verse in terms of weapons. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned to the channel. We're gonna have more videos coming up soon. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.